TexasRealFast.com. We've got a 2005 Chevy Colorado pickup. The complaint is the air conditioning's not working right. It says it's just blowing hot air out. So we're going to do some preliminary checks. If you're a technician, I'm going to show you this one. You can make some money with it. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can do it yourself and you can save some money with it. So the first thing I do when I got a complaint is try and confirm it. I turn the air conditioning on. It sounded like the air conditioning compressor kicked in. Came up here and looked. Came down, we see the air conditioning compressor is running and it's staying on. Now one of the things you might suspect is if it's air conditioning bad is that the compressor is cycling, but it's not. It's staying on. Now I could hook up my gauges, but I think it may not be a compressor problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the hoses. Now a shortcut, if you don't think you're going to need the gauges, is just do the old touch and feel method. Here's your lines going in the air conditioning. You can touch this one and it's pretty hot. You touch this one and it's cold. Now you can't see that, so I'm going to use my pyrometer. See that? So the hot one is 108 degrees and the cold one's in the 60s. So I could hook up my gauges, but using the touch and feel method, I know that the thing is actually cooling, so it must have another problem. Let's go up to the cab. Okay, the air conditioning is running. I've got cooling out there, but I'm blowing hot air out here. Trying to work the controls, when I turn the deflector to either go to the floor, defrost, or the vent, the air is actually switching positions, so I know that's working. And the fan's working. But when I use my temperature switch, go from hot to cold, there's no change. It's hot air all the time. I'm going to shut it off. Now if you look in your service manual, it's going to tell you that this temperature door is operated by a cable. Some of them are operated by vacuum. But since it's a cable, I should be able to see if it's working. Take the glove box down. Now again, turning this from hot to cold, there's a cable operating that. So when I lower the glove box, you can see the cable right here. And as I turn that lever, you can see it working. Now as I move this switch, something's moving up there, but it's not right. The controller's right here. We need to get this panel off. It comes off just by popping out. Just take a little screwdriver. And it pops off. I like to get this out of my way. Just unsnap it there. See that or not? Take the controller out. Now you can see again, when we turn that lever, that cable is working. So everything's attached here. I'll take the radio out. Radio pulls straight out. There's a connector in the back. And then the antenna. Okay, now you can see what's happening on top of the blower box. When I turn my lever from hot to cold, if you look in there, you can see that that top gear has popped off. As long as that gear is not broken, you're okay. Now, if you can just rotate this to the cold position to get those two gears lined up. Now the top gear, you're going to have to kind of position with your hands, and then just simply push it back down. Push it back down till it snaps in place. Now once you push it down in there, if you notice this little spring back here, that spring needs to kind of come up and over and go back over here against the tab. Now there's a little pin back there. So again, take that spring, it needs to go up and over that pin and snap back down in place. Now when you turn the knob, it's going to operate your blower door again. One point that I do need to tell you, it's pretty hard pushing that white gear back down. So you kind of got to have the teeth lined up so they'll mesh, and you got to push it pretty hard back down, and then it should go down. So you can see it's not really a hard fix. It's kind of buried in the dashboard, but you can get to everything. You don't need a whole lot of tools, just take a few things out, get easy access in there, pop it back down, and then you're good to go. Now we start the car. The air conditioning is already cold because it has been running. We turn our knob from hot to cold. We've got good cold air coming out.
Oh, it feels so good.